Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Cardano and its native token ADA. Has our time come? If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Remember to stake your ADA with the ITC stake pool. Now, we want to talk about where ADA is because it's actually approaching the prior all-time high. Now, I've joked with you guys many times about ADA's stablecoin status, right? Where it's more or less just been moving around $1.20 for the last 2.5 months. I've even seen some people. I saw one person write a comment out on the channel that said ADA equals $1 always, and I thought that was pretty funny. But now that we've, all kidding aside, we have to look at this and say, all right, guys, is this finally it? And some people are already scheduling their Forbes interview. And again, remember, let's not schedule it just yet. Okay, let's take it one step at a time. We've seen wicks up here before that ultimately did not pan out. So what we would like to see is a decisive daily close above $1.50. Okay, obviously everyone wants to see us go to a $2 ADA. I've contended for months now that this does not look like a market cycle top. Okay, it just simply doesn't. Market cycle tops have these crazy blow off peaks and then a very sharp retracement followed by a dead cat bounce back up. I don't really see any of this here. Okay, I really don't really see any of this. It's been moving sideways for 2.5 months. Now, again, I mean, we've always contended that, yeah, I mean, it could go back down to the bull market support band at the very least, which is the support in the bull market. But that's actually come to us at this point, more or less. I mean, it currently ranges from about 90 cents to about 95 cents, which isn't really that far away in the grand scheme. I mean, from the current prices, it's just a mere 40% drop, and 40% drops are fairly commonplace in this market. So we look at this and we say, you know what? This could be it. I mean, it could be time. It could be time for us to finally have our decisive breakout. Now, one of the reasons I think we're moving a little bit is because Ethereum is hesitating a little bit. Remember, when Ethereum's just moving up day over day over day, it's hard for a lot of other altcoins. It's hard for altcoins in general to get traction. ADA is starting to move a little bit now. We also see that Ethereum has started to calm down very slightly. I mean, it hasn't really calmed down that much. It's not even that far below its prior all-time high, but ADA is basically capitalizing on this opportunity as quickly as it can. It's already moved up to $1.53. Just a couple days ago, we were at $1.22, so you can see how quickly the price of ADA has moved. Now, if you have joined crypto in February, you're probably accustomed to the idea that ADA never does anything. And what's funny is we always discuss that whenever ADA is going up, we always talk about the next time we're going to get to the phase where ADA never does anything. But I'll say this: you can't have an asset go from 2 cents, less than 2 cents, to $1.53 without in 14 months, without some pretty spectacular moves in the meantime. Okay, so ADA had a crazy move early on. I mean, this was about a 900% move, and then this one was an almost a 1900% move. Okay, so look at these two moves, and so I think one issue is that a lot of new money has come into the space over the last couple months. It's not really an issue, but it's just that a lot of people have been told that or they think that ADA's a solid project to invest in, but it's been going sideways for a while. You have to remember that after major moves up, it's pretty normal to get some consolidation phases, and you might even consider this to just be one long consolidation phase in and of itself. And if we did consider that to be one consolidation phase, we could argue that it lasted for a year, about half a year or so. So it's not unheard of to see things like that in a bull market. And now, we've been going sideways for a very long time, and I get it. I mean, I get everyone wants to see it break out, and maybe this is our time. Okay, again, we're not scheduling our Forbes interviews because we know we have a long way to go, and this could be a fake out. But if we break it, If we decisively break it on the daily time frame, if we look at, say, the weekly time frame, and it closes somewhere up here, I think this is going to be really good for ADA. And hopefully the next milestone, obviously on everyone's minds, is a $2 ADA. The next step, right? The next step in our bull market to get to a $2 ADA. Okay, so Cardano, it's been on a crazy journey for a long time, and there will be phases in the future. Even if ADA goes to, say, $3 or something this year, there's going to be sideways movements, and then whenever it sort of settles down at whatever that new paradigm shift is, we'll have more money come on board that'll say ADA never does anything for a while. So let's just take this one step at a time and see if in fact it finally is our time after approximately 75 days of basically sideways movement, where we've basically been range bound between $1 and $1.50. Is this ADA's time to finally take whatever the next step is? Okay, and remember, when ADA goes into price discovery mode, we know that things can move relatively quickly. I mean, technically this was not price discovery because we had been to these levels before in the last cycle. I didn't think ADA had any business being at those levels in the last cycle. And you can see what happens though when it gets moving. It just consistently moves up. If you compare a lot of altcoins ROI from March 13th of 2020 to today, ADA beats most of them. Okay, so ADA beats most of them. And if you look at this, you can see that from the bottom of the wick to the present day, it's up a modest 9,000% almost in 420 days. Okay, 420 days, ADA is up almost 9,000%. And that's despite the fact that it's been moving sideways more or less for the last couple of months. Okay, so ADA Ether had a wick back into our yellow band here. And we've seen before that we don't necessarily need to go all the way down here before we can go back up to the red band. I mean, there's been phases over here where we went to the yellow band, and then we were talking, not too long ago about how bullish the ADA Bitcoin valuation looks. And I mean, I think ADA Bitcoin, as I mentioned in the video just like a day ago, ADA Bitcoin looks exceptionally bullish. And it's not even that far away from where we were not too long ago. I mean, to get to the top of these weekly candles, just another 9 to 10% to get to the top of the wick, about 20%. If the valuation of Bitcoin were to remain constant and ADA were to go up, say 20%, where would that put us? Well, I mean, 10% would be 15 cents, so 20% would be 30 cents. So it'd be putting us about $1.80 or so. Okay, so from the current price to go up, let's say, I mean, here's 20%, we know that's $1.80, 30%, about 30%, 33%. Would get us to that $2 milestone, right? 33%, 1/3 of $1.50 is 50 cents. So 33% will get us to that $2 milestone. If you look at coin market cap, you can see ADA's valuation is all the way 48 billion. I mean, we could go up 2x and still be below BNB. So I mean, it shows you how strong that coin has been recently, and it wasn't even that long ago when Cardano was number 3. Okay, so we know Cardano has a lot in store for us, or we speculate that it does for this market cycle. It's gone on a crazy run. It's been in a cool down phase for the last 2.5 months. Hopefully you guys have been earning interest on your ADA. Remember to check out the ITC stake pool. Hopefully you've been earning interest. But regardless, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. We're going to keep following ADA. We'll see if this truly is our breakout and a move to hopefully the $2 mark. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the premium list. Make sure you check out the bull market sale. You can find that in the description below. Check it out. You can lock in the lower rate. You'll get access to all the exclusive content, the weekly reports and videos, the Telegram alerts channel, and basically just how I'm navigating these markets. So make sure you guys check it out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Click the bell icon to turn on your notifications. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.